My name is Sana, and I am the daughter of immigrant parents in Scotland, but I consider myself Scottish, Pakistani, and Muslim. So I set off writing fictional stories, the kind that I didn't see when I was growing up. And then from there, I ventured into journalism and talking about issues that matter to me as a Scottish Muslim woman today. So I'm currently trying to find an agent. I've worked on a novel, which is a light-hearted rom-com about a girl from Glasgow called Anaya, who, like me, has been born and brought up here. Although she's from a Pakistani background, she doesn't want to marry somebody from Pakistan. And it's about that difference of the British Muslim or even the Scottish Muslim experience compared to somebody that has grown up in Pakistan. Whenever Muslim women are represented in fiction, it's always a very serious story. It's either about they're having an identity crisis or they're being oppressed in some way. I just thought, no, there are like fun, happy stories that involve Muslim women every day, and I wanted to write something on that side of them. My piece was about the Pearl Group, which is a group set up by Lanarkshire Mosque for women 50 and above to get them out of the house, to help their mental health, give them activities. This is a story that's very close to my heart just because these women, they're part of my community. They are my aunties and my mum. And I have seen that generation sacrifice everything. They were the homemakers, but they now feel that their kids are actually busy in their own lives and they've got nothing to do. And so these women are becoming housebound and lonely. So I loved when I heard that the Pearl Club was happening. And then they invited me one year to run a session for them. And I actually met the women and I actually saw what a positive impact it was happening when I saw the call out for stories from the community. And I thought this one has to be told because there's so many other women in other areas out with Scotland that would benefit from such groups because, there's so many women all over the UK in that same position. I was pleasantly surprised at how much the women wanted to speak and tell me and get this across to other people that know you need to go out and you need to do something for yourself. So that was lovely. Some of them made it into the final cut, some of them didn't, but it actually just taught me the value of listening to these women's stories. We've got so much we can learn from them. They've got so much to say, and they've maybe just not been given the platforms to say. The team over at the Pearl Group were very supportive. They answered my questions. The women themselves were very supportive. Like the video that I had to make, that was new for me, but it was a new way of presenting the information. And that took quite a few rounds of trying to get it right. But I'm glad it was a new experience and it was something that I now can add to my list of credentials that I can produce a video. The platform itself, it's got such a much wider reach than if I was to publish the story myself or on my Substack. I just really liked that this story fits into the wider work that Migrant Women Press and the website is doing, as well as the magazine. And I think it's a great opportunity for anybody that does want to pursue journalism, that is a person of colour, that is from a marginalised community, because we really need that level of support to get our writing up there. We have the talent, 100%, but in this field, it's not that talent only takes you so far. You do need the support, you do need the platforms to be able to get your voice out. And I think Migrant Women Press, this fellowship, was amazing to doing that. I didn't really think of myself as a journalist before this. I saw the thing and I thought, this is a story that I want to tell, and I feel like I'm the right person to tell it. But since then, I have pitched to other places and had that confidence to be like, well, I've built up this portfolio and I've actually got this quite major thing that I've done as part of this. I also think just it makes it all less daunting. Having been through that process, I'm not that scared of going out to other publications and saying, would you consider my story? Now more than ever, we need our voice heard. We are in a Scotland that I haven't seen growing up. We are being marginalized even more, but I feel like it's the time to really step up and say, no, you know what, I'm going to take this space. I'm going to say what I have to say. My stories are important too. after my article was published, I had at least three people from across the UK reach out to say, like we're thinking of starting something similar. I think that really motivates people to actually know it's not all doom and gloom.